Welcome back again, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. What are we doing today? Same thing we do every day. We're going to talk about gear. Today, I just want to do a quick little tour slash review slash show and tell with the MOC, which stands for Military Outdoor Clothing, Swiss wool military style blanket. It's a wool blanket. It's got a Swiss Army Cross logo on it. It's pretty decent. It's not a scratchy type of wool. It's soft because it's a blend. This is 70% wool, 30% whatever else, right? Some kind of synthetic fibers or something, and that's what usually makes wool blankets softer and a little lighter. A 100% wool blanket is going to feel a little scratchy, but it will have better insulation properties, so you kind of have a trade-off there. But wool blankets are awesome, right? You realize what a wool blanket can do. If it gets wet, it still can keep you warm, and its insulation or insulative properties still work when it's wet. They are flame-proof. They won't catch on fire. They're all natural. Wool is a natural material that's, I mean, we've been using wool to keep warm for thousands of years. Since the first dude discovered that the wool on a sheep can keep him warm. Making himself some booties or something, right? So, it's a good blanket. It's heavy. This thing is, I mean, this has got to weigh 10 pounds. And throwing this in your backpack is going to be a lot heavier than some modern miracle blanket that's microfiber, super insulating. I would say this might be better to keep in the car as an emergency blanket rather than a backpacking blanket, because it's heavy. I don't think I'd want to. This can be half the weight in your entire backpack on a backpacking trip or something. So it's really heavy. 64 inches by 94 inches. That's the same size as a blanket that I've been using to sleep with for, I don't know, 7-8 years. It's perfect size. It's long enough to cover up your whole body, wide enough basically for a dude. Folds up nicely into this 1 square foot by, what is that, 6 inches? No, probably 4 inches thick and 1 square foot like this. You can't put it in the washing machine. This is wool, so you can't put this in the washing machine, and you can't throw it in the dryer. It's dry clean only. But nobody's going to take this to the dry cleaners, I hope. What that really means is if you need to wash this thing, you take it in the shower and wash it with some shampoo and some conditioner. It's hair. Wool is hair. And you can wash this in your shower. It's a little big for the sink, but you can take it to a bathtub, wash it out in some shampoo. Just get it rinsed out really, really good, and then find a good place to hang it up and let it dry. Don't put it in the dryer, guys. Probably shrink down this big. It does come with a nice little information sheet, and I'll try to get a picture of this so you can pause on it and look at it. I got this at Army Navy Outdoors, like a lot of the stuff I get, that Texas warehouse company that has tons of milsurp stuff. I think it's actually in Longview. No, that's a different one. I think this is in Sherman, Texas, or Commerce, maybe, somewhere in there. If you ever get a chance to be in Central Texas, north of Dallas, swing by their place, because not only do they have a big warehouse thing, they look like they've got some kind of retail setup, even if it's kind of warehousey looking. But I bought so much stuff off of Army Navy Outdoors. It's crazy. I mean, I've got a crippling addiction to multicam, and they're my dealer, right? There's 4 or 5 people that I buy a lot of stuff from online. PNW, Gorilla, which I guess this store is, let me get this right, ODGG LLC. What a name. I don't know what that is. Olive Drab Gorilla Gang LLC or something like that. I don't know. He's PNW Gorilla. And this stuff is expensive, but he's got really good, honest to God, milsurp stuff. You're not really going to be getting a lot of Chinese knockoff stuff from him. And I haven't gotten Chinese knockoff stuff from Army Navy Outdoors either. But anyway, it's a wool blanket. I would recommend getting it. I found it comfortable to sleep under. I found it too heavy to backpack, but it's a wool blanket. Get yourself one. If you don't have a wool blanket, now what is 64 by 94? Hey Siri, how many feet is 64 inches by 94 inches?
Okay, I found this on the web for how many feet is 64 inches x 94.
That's
Check
not,
it out.
I don't want you to look it up on the web. Hey Siri, how much feet is 64 inches?
I found this on the web.
Hey Siri, how many feet is 64 inches?
That would be 5.33 feet.
Thank you. Was that so hard? Hey Siri, how many feet is 94 inches?
That would be 7.83 feet.
All right, so 5.5 feet by almost 8 feet. That's what you got. Stupid Siri, took forever. Hey Siri, you're an idiot.
That's not nice.
So, yes, I've got her set to Australian. You don't like it? G'day, mate. All right, so 5.5 feet by 7, almost 8 feet. It's a good size. It's heavy. It's effective. Get yourself a wool blanket. If you don't have one of these, get one of the ones that P&W Gorilla's got. Excuse me, ODGGLLC. Or go to one of your local military stores and find yourself a wool blanket. Everybody should have a wool blanket. It's a good keep in the car for emergencies. Other than that, I got nothing for you. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate every single one of you. Make sure that you're subscribed with notifications turned on so we can find each other again. YouTube doesn't really like people like us, so they're not going to go out of their way to keep us connected. You need to subscribe and keep your notifications turned on so you hear when I make more stuff for you. Got a lot more gear videos coming up for you soon. I will stop the jibber jabber and the chit chat, and I will see you in the next video.